Hey guys, it's Alicia. So the last few days we have dug a little bit more into my personal life with my videos, and I hope you've enjoyed them so far. So I'm sure by now there are those of you that are wondering why I'm recording these crazy videos and why I'm talking about a blog and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing right now. But it's all got a purpose. Everything in life has a purpose. But right now I want to talk about one part of my why I'm doing these things. I want to spend more time with my fur babies. As I mentioned in a few videos back, my horses are what kept me sane when I lost my dad. Throughout life I've learned that a dog or a cat, they love you with all that they have. That's all they know. They love you and they are committed to you, whether it's raining outside, whether you're in a bad mood, through all the bad things that are going on in life. They love you. I mean, they really truly love you. They are devoted to you. And through the good things, they still love you the same. It's that crazy thing in life, you know. So part of my why is I want to be able to spend the time with them as if they were my own personal children. Why would I say this? Last July, we had to put to sleep my boyfriend's dog, and that was a really hard time for us. Some people say, oh, it's just a dog, but that's not true. Okay, it's never just a dog. He was our kid. Dixie mourned Rocky. He got really sick in April when we were gone on vacation, and our best friend was taking care of him, and it was nothing that he could have done. But when we got home in April, it started what's probably been one of the hardest 3 months that we've ever had to go through. He's developed seizures, and he would have seizures and he wouldn't know where he was, and he was disoriented, and they had to put him on medication, and he wasn't the same through that time. The medication had him drunk. They were trying to keep him somewhat sedated to keep the seizures at bay, but that was kind of sucking the life out of him. And we kept trying to find out what was wrong, and we changed vets towards the end, and Dr. Wendell was the vet that finally could say, this is what I think is wrong. Let's see if we can adjust his medication to get him to be more of himself. And things were looking good for about a week, and then we had to make the emergency rush to the vet one Friday morning, and that was the hardest and saddest day, because when we went in, we thought we were coming back out with our baby, and we didn't, because we didn't want him to suffer. And it was ultimately a brain tumor that had gotten him, and it was a decision that I hope nobody ever has to make, because that's gut-wrenching. For months, Dixie pouted, and not necessarily pouted, but she was mourning, and the whole time, you know, I worked part-time at the post office, and I had to go to work, and I had to leave her not understanding what happened, why there was no more Rocky Dog. And it broke my heart, because she looked for him constantly. Even now, 11 months later, if you say his name, she perks up and she looks around. We've since adopted Opie, and she loves him, and that's her her best friend and her brother and all those things, but if you bring up Rocky, she still wants to know. And after dealing with such heartache, I realized that I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss every day that I can spend with them. I don't want to take for granted the time frame that I have, because unfortunately a dog's life, or a horse, or a cat, any of the fur children that you could have in life, their lifespan is not as long as ours. So why that is, I don't know. I've read a poem and all these great publications that say that, you know, a dog's here for a shorter time because they learn how to love with their whole heart from the start. And I believe that. So part of my why of doing these insane videos and telling you, hey, check out my blog, and doing all the things that I'm doing, part of it is because I want to spend that time that I can with my fur kids. They're a big piece of my heart, and I don't know what I'd do without them. And like I said, losing Rocky has been a big hole. We'll never love any, you know, nothing will ever fill that space. You know, he was one of my children, and I love him, and I can't wait to know that he's in doggy heaven. I mean, I feel that now, but I believe that there's the Rainbow Bridge. If you've never looked it up, there's a poem called The Rainbow Bridge, and that is what I believe is waiting for me with Sweet Rocky and the ones before, and sadly the ones that will come after. But that is part of my why. That is part of who I am, and I hope that you can see that sometimes it's nice to just know. And anyways, you can check out my great blog at stayathomeforhermom.com, and I post my videos, and I have blog posts, and I share as much as I can on what's going on. So anyways, so everybody say hi to Dixie. Say hi, Dixie. Hi, baby. Say hi. She's been very patiently waiting for me to go ahead and get this done after she was running around playing in the yard while Opie's in bed. So y'all have a great night, and think about why you do things that you do. Is it for your kids? Is it for yourself? Is it for your family in general? Is it for an orphanage in your town? Why do you do what you do? I mean, part of my why is my fur kids, and you know, we'll touch on the rest of my why at another point in time. Y'all have a great night. Thanks, guys.